Okay, welcome back, everybody. Let's Paint TV is in the house. It's Tuesday morning, September 15th, 1978. As we get started here today, it's November 17th, 2014. 818-528-4516 is the number. Let me get some more coffee and get started here. We have a long show for you today. Sit right back and enjoy the as I set this up for you here on the show. That. Let's fix this. Whoa, I'm getting shocked. This is the second time I got shocked. Shocked the monkey. Electric magnetic shock. All right, I'm going to get some coffee. And we'll be right back here on the program. It's Let's Paint TV taking your calls. Thanks again for being here. It's Monday, September 17th, 1974. Be right back. Shock the monkey. Shock the monkey. Okay, so much to do, so much for life. Oh, well, dally, 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 All right, thanks again for being here. It is Let's Paint TV. Let's Paint TV. Let's turn up the volume. The volume was a little low. Let's turn it up. Let's Paint TV. Let's Paint TV. Is that too low still? Let me see. Maybe that's better. A little better? A little better? Huh? Is that, hey? Oh, 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 oh. Okay, it looks like it's better. Okay, we're looking at this painting here that has issues. We have created new issues, new ways of seeing, new hemispheres. And I say, keep going. Let's keep going with it, if possible. Let's trick this baby out. I think that's what we're trying to get to is a trichinosis, prognosis, a possible rejuvenation, re-examination that we might need to, I guess we can overwork it, is what I'm trying to say. One is allowed to overwork. We are allowed to ruin something, even though it seems as if it is a defeatist quality, it almost seems counterproductive. Knowing that you are going to overwork something, knowing you're going to maybe ruin something that might have been okay already, but we won't know until we go further. Let's go further into it. Give it more depth. I don't have any real reason to continue, except for visually I see things that don't work. So I guess I am gonna keep adding, subtracting. A lot of adding and subtracting. Add and subtract. Give me some adding and subtracting, man. Taking your calls, 818-528-4516. So we're going to get to that any moment now, once we start moving. We are moving. Actually, we're not moving. Let's get the treadmill up and running. Maybe that might be a good idea. Or not. We have a lot of good ideas, and we also have a lot of bad ideas. Sometimes you almost need to put the good ideas and the bad ideas all in the same box, in the same hat, and pull them out and act on each idea, good or bad, just to confuse yourself some more. But the surprise, Shazam, Gomer Pyle, is the bad idea is actually in a strange way and in a one of those words. There's a well. Anyway, it may actually be the vehicle that you might want to ride down through over the sunset, through the sunset to the sunset, Sunset Boulevard. It is. It's a great unknown. or it could be. It could working with intangibles that may or may not be your first logical step, but more so your second step, your third, your fourth, your unwanted. Give me your unwanted. Give me your weak. Give me your sick. And let's make some paintings. Let's make some creativity. That had got a little spiritual on you, didn't I? 818-528-4516. That is the number that you can call this program, and we would be happy to take your calls and decipher the unsurmountable opportunities that are wedged as if they are little bits of wax inside your ear. They're little boogers in your nose. They're there to be picked. But be careful. Don't pick too hard. It could be a Pandora's box. You may not like what you start to pick. Prospects here. How am I doing today? I'm doing as good as I usually ever am. More of the same from me today. And I'm busy drinking my coffee, so you know I'm doing okay if I got some coffee in me. If I'm drinking some coffee. I can't drink too much coffee, but I can consume in moderation, we like to tell everyone about things that ultimately can go wrong or bad for us. Moderation. It is an interesting question. I don't know if anyone's really ever figured this one out. And I tend to not think that there is any real setback in overdoing it in creativity land. Let's just say I want to believe that you don't need to moderate, scale back your creative output. It can get mushy. You're spinning your wheels. Paint just becoming muddy, because you're not slowing down maybe, or you're not necessarily really have any cognitive, not that you want any cognitive, frankly, but some sort of rationale. No. Do we need rationale? No. That's just it. See, there is no real any side effects, frankly, from overdoing it in creativity land. Now, what is the side effects from overdoing it by drinking so much coffee? I think we all know. Drinking too much beer, alcohol, cigarettes. I think we kind of know the scenarios on that. What is it with the creative process? Granted, you're not ingesting cadmium red, you're avoiding some of the toxicities that may be part of the creative process that you are partaking in. Minus that, I don't want to think, let's put it that way, there is a really any worry. You need to worry about needing to scale back your creative output. I think we should just keep going. At least I'm on that hypothesis And that's why I'm here every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to talk about it, try to get you excited about the creative process. Prospect like Daniel Rolnick as a guest. Thought he was great. He was. He is the world's most adorable art critic, and I tried to break him down. I try to get him. Really figure out if that were not the case. 60 minutes. I went all 60 minutes on his ass, and he held up. He held up. All right, I got the coffee in, and I think without further ado, let's get some exercise. I haven't been doing much exercise, and I think my new I have goals or resolutions. I always come up with reinforce or something. Re-up, man. Re-up. I do. This ain't gonna work. See, that's the problem. I'll tell you what. This wearing jeans and then running in jeans kind of suck. Okay, so I got a good excuse to not run today. But I think I will, at least a little bit. I'll get over it. We'll get over it. I used to run a lot. I mean, jeans or no jeans, I would run. Doesn't matter. Shouldn't matter too much. It's just a little more constricting. Okay. Let's get going here. Somehow I just am doing everything wrong. I can tell. Here, already seeing problems. Here on the show, the knee brace ain't going on very well because I can't get the damn pant leg up. So they're not really in there very good, which sucks. Okay. Oh. I'm starting to wonder why bother? No, we're going to keep going here. Let's just do that. Press enter. Yeah, that's fine. Select mode. Yeah, we want manual. Okay, hopefully that's what we got. All right. Let's just. I think this is going to perk me up. It usually does. And maybe not feel obligated to do anything more than just walk, which is I'm more than happy to do. It's really easy to do. It's an easy thing to do. It's easy to not kind of a well, it's a beginning, and with a beginning, we want to possibly take it easy. So this is a good step. First step into the possible unknown, which is what we have here, right here, in this painting that we have right now. That I'm honestly, I'm not really. I've lost interest in this painting. Let me just say. And I don't know if I can rejuvenate. That's a good word, rejuvenate. I don't know if I really can. I'm almost tempted to get. You know what bothers me about this painting, maybe more so than anything, is the subject matter. I could care less, and this is where sometimes where your rationale, Chanel number 5, does take over, because we're worried about what we're trying to say. What are you trying to say to the world? And does the world want to listen? Does the world care? And so we stop ourselves because of those factors, because we're trying to make make those masterpieces. Make sense. Make waste, not haste. Make haste, not waste. Okay. 1.5 miles an hour. I'm gonna get my gloves on. I'm still using these old gloves. Probably not the best thing, but just gonna do it. I don't have any new gloves in the quick vicinity that we call Let's Paint TV headquarters here in lovely Los Angeles, California. Feel free to call us 818-528-4516 as we get going here on a Monday, September 27th, 1975. Am I saying that date the same date? Is that the same date that I gave the last 3 times? I doubt it. But I know I said 75, or I think I did. Maybe I said 74. I'm going to have to play back the, roll back, play back. Macbeth. Give back, roll back. All right, so we got some paint thinner here. Let's get some paint thinner here. A little water would be good too. All right, I have some down here. Let me see if I can get some over here. All right, we got it. Now, was that necessary? That sound that I gave. Would I have done that had you not been here? Isn't that interesting though, when you give off those kind of weird sounds? How important are those to I guess it does alleviate, I must say it does alleviate potential pains that may come about from that kind of move. Okay, so I got this brush. I gotta say I don't like the brush, but it has its place. It does do certain things for me that other brushes don't, even though it's very smashed up and has no real buoyancy in the brushes. There is really it's not much of a brush, frankly. It's in bad shape, but it does offer some in its context compared to what else is out there. It can do its job. It can have its place. There is a place for everyone in every brush. There is a time and place. Okay, I just put a shark, it looks like. I don't know why I did that, but I guess we're staying, even as much as I didn't want to, thought about maybe getting rid of this nautical theme, I'm reinforcing it with some more fish. You can't go wrong with more fish, I think, in the fish tank. Or you could. But I guess I'm interested, I'm using it as a way to bring more depth, intricacy. And so, as such, we mush on. We march on. We march on. March. We just keep going. And maybe we do find something as we keep, because I got nothing else. That's what it gets down to. 1.9, 2 miles, 2 miles an hour. We're really just at a simple jaunt. It's not even that. It's just we're just walking. and I don't know if I'm gonna go more with it or not. Let's. I'm gonna switch over to a smaller brush or some other kind of brush. Now this is probably not what you want to do. This is probably not the right path. I'm not really recommending what is happening here. I'm not backing this up, except for I'm in the process of it. I'm in the middle of it, but that doesn't mean that I'm doing the right thing. It doesn't mean that I have it all figured out. By no means I do. In fact, I'm aimlessly lost right now. But hopefully I'm trying to bring about an optical diaspa. Wow. Where did that word come from? Okay, and does it have any meaning in the context of our moment in time, our time and place? Time and place, 24 after the hour here in Los Angeles, California. You're watching Let's Paint TV. 818-528-4516 is the number. Here taking your calls. A lot of calls today and a lot of comments. So we're really busting our solarplex of possibilities here, 2 miles an hour, and we're moving at a break rate speed. Okay, and looks like we've got a comment there over in Facebook land. Let's go take a look at that. Read our comments over there. Okay, not much going on over there. And 818-528-4516. Excuse me. Okay, just moving some stuff around here. Okay, back to the painting here, and let's just keep painting. That is the beauty of having a painting show, is that sometimes you should just shut up. You just shut up, and we will. We can. We could. I might. I should. I want to. I want to just paint, man. I just want to paint. So, in a way, we are ruining what might have been already perfectly fine. And hopefully we can then maybe resurrect. Maybe not. Maybe we can't resurrect. Maybe this is just an experiment. But nothing really. It doesn't. You don't lose. We don't lose from this. What happens? You don't have to lose. I mean, it's okay to lose anyway. We gain some sort of information. Okay, sorry about that. We had to take that call, so. Honestly, I don't know if I really had to take the call, but I did take the call, which I'm happy to have done. But I was actually kind of in the. See, that's the problem sometimes of having technology when we are trying to get our creativity on. It is a perfect example getting thrown off by a phone call, and luckily it was a phone call that was not necessarily very important one way or the other, which is probably better for various reasons. And it was definitely not a bad phone call. Okay, so let's go back to our painting and either negate what we got going on, or I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I'm doing some freshening up and paint wise, though. That is really a subjective reality, but we could assume that we are attempting. One could assume that we are attempting to do just that. We're putting about a million fish in the sea is what we're basically trying to, and the fish are the excuse to break up the picture plane. They are our calling card, and maybe already we're aware that we are overusing them, and so now our subconscious, conscious, whatever that is, one or the other, is starting to take over because we are aware. We're starting to become aware. So we've lost our freedom of the flow. Joe is not necessarily where it's at, but it is in many precincts. This being the 51st precinct, is vital. It's imperative, important, and to consider or not. All right. So, but we are also at the same time aware of the willy-nilly aspect of the fact that we are also losing sight of or losing the initial kabam that we had started. And with that is sometimes can be a frustrating thing, but that's where we have to understand that is still not a bad thing. We have to learn that the discovery from this process is potentially it's viable. It is valid. It's a valid operation that we can put ourselves in because we are going with the flow. We are tapping into the flow, possibly the subconscious. Now, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to find a way to look at this painting from afar. It might be better suited. One might be understand what is going on by that, looking from a distance. From a distance, looking at my painting. From a distance, I have new visions and new ways of seeing my painting before me. From a distance, I can see what is going on from a distance, from you to me. From a distance, I can see my painting better now from a distance. I see what's wrong, what I'm doing now. And I'm going to fix it when I go back there in front of the canvas and put my paint to the canvas and make things moving from a distance. We're just going to kind of keep going back and forth, almost purposely ruining my painting, which is, again, can be a almost destructive, and as such, it can ruin your day or you ruin your time here in Creativity Town, because we are fixated on results. We want results, and so when we get lost, when we're lost in a process, we're not so always certain what's going on, and because we're not so certain, then we feel lost, and as such we could get dejected and not feel inspired or let's turn on the fan. I don't know what I'm talking about. We got a painting before us. That's what we got. Nothing like losing your thoughts, and that happens because we are interested in the pictorial plane, and as such, it is going to possibly, particularly when we are aimlessly lost, at least I might accept that prognosis, or one might have to see that as a possible scenario. It is that is I just like doing that right now. I don't know why. You know, sometimes we just do. See, that's the thing about painting, guys, or making stuff. It's just sometimes fun to just kind of smash a 2.3 without any real certainty. But the scary part is that because we don't have any real certainty, because we don't know what we're doing in this realm. We know what we're doing on many aspects, but when we are aimlessly kind of only responding strictly with the blowback from the respond-react mechanism that we are involved in at this moment, then it is a strange realm that sometimes is hard to know where you stand. Where do you stand? Where do I stand? I stand before you wondering just that. I don't know. I'm not certain. I'm not certain at all, and I'm willing to explore the dark depths, the inner sanctum, the bottom of the barrel of what it's all about. And so with that, we continue on. We continue on with whatever's going on here. What is going on? And I as much as I try to get rid of the nautical theme of this I'm going to bring it back, but also bring back other pictorial plane possibilities. These are like little bubbles, I guess. Not really sure what they are. 818-528-4516. Could be too many of them. I know, that's okay. It's all right if there are. It's all right if there aren't. It's okay. In fact, again, do we need to have clarity, full-on clarity? Can we have just a little bit? Just a little bit. Can it be so, Joe? Is it okay? Am I okay? 818-528-4516. Are you okay? Are you okay out there, guys? How you doing? Let's get some water in this. Yeah, these things I didn't really care for. I got too little intricate there for their own good. But we'll leave some of that feel. But I'm negating some of it, I guess. Not sure why. I might have been a wrong turn we just took, but for some reason that degree of intricacy was not what I was looking for. 818-528-4516. We are slowly but surely moving forward, as one should each and every day. Move forward, but if you need to go backwards, that's all right too. But it's you're gonna have to go forward, so go forward. Also, go forwards, go backwards, and go nowhere. That's also viable. Going nowhere is also a logical step too. And you need to, we benefit from not doing much of anything. So, with that in mind, that's okay. You know, it's okay that that nothing that you just you don't do much. You don't. One does not end up, you know, doing anything other than nothing. That's literally that is just fine. That is fine and dandy. All right, so where art thou with this piece? That is really probably the question that one might want to ask when, of course, we are in the middle of this realm. And I'm not so sure where we are, except for we are. I don't like that thing. Let's just get I'm at the point where I'm just knocking stuff out, you know. I just don't even want that stuff around, or at least break it up. I'm just sort of on a mission to knock away stuff that might have been fine to you and me yesterday, but today not so much. And I'm okay with it because I know I can always bring it back if need be, but also I like the possibility of the historical leftover, maybe just a shred of it somehow showing up or leading to a new dimension. If we can go further into it. Now there's a tendency, I think, when we paint things, to be satisfied with the results that we have, because we have so much learned knowledge, and we've learned maybe shortcuts and the likes to present and provide competent paintings, if you will, since this is a painting show, or creative content, whatever that may be. But there is a lot to be said about going further with it, and the depth, the depths that one achieves from that kind of struggle or furthering down the road can be a good thing. It can also, like I said, it is also a battle can be frustrating. There's nothing worse than, and I think we've all experienced this in painting, with the idea that we sort of got close to finishing the painting. We're kind of done. It looks quite almost right. Maybe the eyes are a little wrong, or something's a little wrong, and so you go in there and you try to fix it, but it just doesn't work. You know, you then you overanalyze it, and it just, it just. So those things are an ongoing kind of deal that I find. You know, we're 1.16 miles, but I think that one grows from it, obviously, and the only thing that I worry about you and myself, but not so much myself. I'm like in the movie Tron, you know, where you're on the grid. I'm already in the grid of creativity. I'm not going out of it. I'm staying in here for ever, and it's a good Tron. It's a good thing, but it's not so much for a lot of us. We have not locked in, and that's also a good thing too. Maybe you don't necessarily want to or need to yourself. So it's a personal journey, a battle where one will take you, where you take yourself is really your prerogative, your happiness, your happiness, your eternal bliss. That is what ultimately will be the final salvo at the Savoy. (818) 528-4516 is the number. Looking for our first call of the day. We only have a few more minutes left here. It's Monday. Hard to get going, I know, guys. It is. It's hard to get going, but I'm here. I'm going. I'll pick you up. And drop you. Like a load of rocks. Like a bag of rocks. I'll drop you like a hot potato. You gotta float. You gotta float, guys. You gotta float. Float on. Take me to Float, float on. Take me to what land? What land was that? Creativity Land. Creativity Land. That's it. Float, float on. Okay, now so I got some areas up here that it's like, now because I can't really reach up there very well, I kind of don't. It's hard to put any effort into it over there, and as such, I don't. But sometimes that could be a good and bad thing, because then ultimately I leave that area alone, and it's nothing wrong with having some areas to breathe. I've always been aware of that, and it's always helpful in the in the visualization enjoyment of what's going on in art. Sometimes is to have some breathing space. So maybe it seems as if the constraints are helping you out, which is not. That's fine. That's good. Let that be. Let your handicaps, your limitations, whatever they may be, physical, mental, let them come into play. Or not. It's an option. We got options, people. 1.21 miles an hour. I'm already feeling, I tell you what, this, now I got to stay with it, though. I got to stay with it. Being on the treadmill more times than not, I gotta be better at this, because I do feel extra hardy. Hardy boys. So that's good. That's a good thing. So I'm kind of bringing stuff in and bringing stuff out, keeping the fish in for the most part, but maybe knocking some of these bubbles that seem to be somewhat not just a little too willy-nilly, if that be the word. It's probably not, but it seems as if they are just aimlessly put in there without any thought, which again can be quite liberating to the eye. Free flowing. I totally believe that can be the case. I'm open to it. I'm open to the idea that a blob of paint can do a lot for me, as much as intricate we should do some Christmas songs here. Christmas season is coming up, so I think that I get a sense that we're going to be doing some singing here coming up on the program, or not, maybe not. Ooh, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, hey. All right. right, ruining and at the same time resurrecting. Back and forth we go. Do we know where we're headed to? Do we know what the hell we are about to do or been doing? No, we don't. It's okay. It's all right. Doesn't have to make any sense. All right. Coming down to the last few minutes of the program here, guys. Are we done with this painting? Did we do it? Did we solve all the problems? Painting problems, painting issues. Did we solve it? Did I solve it? And conveniently, we are out of paint. So that really makes us feel kind of done at the same time. Now, sometimes we can take some paper towels and wipe away, but in this case, I don't think it's going to really matter. But that could help. That could be it. All right, we could get back to this painting tomorrow. I am basically out of 147 calories, guys. We barely broke a sweat. Let's get some water in this. 1.41 miles. I don't like that. I don't like that, and I don't like that. I just tell you that right now. Oh. All right. Whew. Well, we're about to come to the station here at the Creativity Town station. Creativity train is about to pull up here. Please pick up your various items that look around your cabin. Make sure you pick up all those items up and take them with you. We'll be at the depot, Creativity Town Depot, here in the next couple of minutes. I want to thank you for enjoying the ride. I hope you had an enjoying ride here on the Creativity Town train. We will be debarking again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time from anywhere on this lovely planet. I hope you can join us, be part of the Creativity Train. Tell your friends that you're all welcome and you're all welcome to join us as we choo-choo our way through another day in Creativity Town. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.